Okay, here we go. I'm going to open this up, and we're going to try our hand at lockpicking. Something I have like a couple of hours of experience with. I've done a little bit of reading. So I've been successful at picking a couple of locks, but I truly don't know what I was actually doing. This is going to be for later. I don't know that master locks are generally considered all that challenging because, like I said, I don't honestly know what I'm doing just yet. But that one's just once I get past the learning locks, or the clear ones. Here we have a. I'm not going to. Let's get that off of there. We don't like it. We don't like it and we want it to go. All right, now our leatherette is clean. Okay, so we've got this set of lock picks. Let's get the knife out of there before I cut myself on it. So we've got this set of lock picks, and it's got the lock inside of it. So here we've got the practice lock that they send you. It's clear. Welcome to our first piece of 4K content, by the way, on the YouTube channel there. It's a lock spinning in 4K, transparent. Look at the shine. Okay, so as you can see, there's basically a cylinder in there, and this is about as far as I've read on how to do this. There's a cylinder in there and a set of pins, and the goal today is going to be to try to pick this lock with what little knowledge I have, using a technique that is called single pin picking. I'll be reaching in and trying to manipulate all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good Lord, are there 7? Looks like 7 pins. We'll see if I can actually do this or not. So that's the lock. Well, the first one, we should leave the key in there. Probably a good idea. Let's take a look at the picks and see how they look. Do they feel flimsy or what have you? Okay, these are actually, are these the same ones? These are very similar to a set that a buddy of mine has. They feel pretty good. They're sturdy. They don't feel like they're going to bend too easily. They probably don't have a full tang. It doesn't feel like that piece of metal actually runs all the way or even halfway down the plastic. So we could find in the future, especially considering that this is an up and down kind of, or no, an in and out kind of motion. Never mind, we'll be okay. Up and down won't kill us. So we've got several different picks here. I'll lay a few of them out. I have no idea what that one there is for. Could be fun later on, who knows? We've got several variations on that. And then we've got a couple of tension wrenches here. These are the thicker ones that, in the little bit of time I have had to try this out, I haven't really been a fan of those. I like the springy ones a little bit better. But let's see if maybe we got 1 or 2 of those on the other side here. Okay, there's a little case for our practice lock. Some tweezies. They do things. They feel sturdy. I don't honestly know exactly what they're for, aside from, well, maybe, I don't know. I'll find out later at some point, I'm sure. Here's a slightly different tension wrench. Not exactly the one I was thinking of, but a little bit different than the other ones. So we'll be trying that out as well, see how that feels for us. As to the picks, these look much more like the rake styles. And I'm not really planning on going into that today or trying it because it's not something that I know much about at all. I've only really tried the single pin picking, and today we're going to see, once we get open through this next box, if I can actually get a lock picked on the first try. Well, in the first little bit. Let's clear all these out of the way here. One thing I discovered early on is dropping a tension wrench onto a flat tile floor can be absolute hell. This mat is nice. Makes things easy to pick up. Okay, so we got a couple other things. This one comes with a little set of, this is the same guys that did the case for this other transparent lock. And this one probably is either the same or very similar transparent lock. It looks pretty much the same. Once I know a little bit more, we'll see if it's actually pinned to the same or not. I still don't know exactly how taking these apart works, and I don't want to lose all the little bits just yet. So we'll set that aside. And then we've got a different cylinder style lock. I have fiddled with a friend's practice one of these with this thing, and that's hard. The various keys for these. Alright, I'm actually going to leave them in their little thingy here, because otherwise I'll just lose track of everything, me being me. And then we've got another one that, ironically, won't come out of its... Oh, that's actually got the same kind of keyway. Both of these are going to be difficult, looks like. And let's see what they look like. Okay, so that's got similar setup. It's just that when you try to go into this keyway, you can even see here the pins there are on a narrow line, and it's hard to keep a pick on one. So that's going to take a good bit of practice to try to get used to. Alright, so that's the little Zinrui. I don't know how you say that exactly. Hopefully I got close. That's the practice locks. Here are the little picks that they send you. Let's see what we think here. Right away, I actually kind of like the heft of them. There's one of the tension tools. Tension wrenches. Okay, that's actually one that I don't think is in. Camera gonna catch focus there. There we go. It's actually one of the ones that I didn't see any other one. That's just a straight square piece. It would be interesting, but these hafts here, I don't know exactly what the term there is. The spine does seem a little bit thick. Might be hard to get into some keyways. Okay, here's another. That one also is not in the other larger set I bought. So I guess maybe it was a good thing I got this little practice set with its 3-pick beginner's thing. And this is another hook pick. And it looks like even you could, it looks like you could possibly replace the actual pick in this handle. So maybe I could look into finding some. I actually really like the feel of this one. We'll see if it translates into how it feels in the lock, because a lot of this is tactile feedback. Alright, so here we go. We're going to go with the first practice lock that we pulled out. Pop the key there, leave it right there. We're going to reach over here, and we're going to grab the smallest of the tension wrenches. It's the one I liked, I think. Going to get that in the keyway. We'll apply a little bit of tension. And you don't want a lot of tension, you just want enough to be able to bind, or not bind, but, you know, kind of move the skin on your finger a little bit is what I'm told, you know? Enough that you'll feel it when things start to move. And we're going to reach in here, and we're going to try to manipulate each individual pin. And the idea being that we're feeling for a stiff pin. Now, pin 1 and pin 2 move pretty freely. Pin 3, difficult to get under, but still moves freely, as does pin 4 there. Pin 5 maybe a little tighter. Let's see, where are we at? One pin. Okay, so we're getting way at the end of the pick, but we're getting down to pin 6, and it gets harder once you're a little deeper in here to actually get the tip of the pick onto the end of the pin and give it that little push up. I felt like we had some give there, like maybe I actually bumped everything just into the right position for a minute. But I guess not. Okay, so we're going to go back and let's tension off. That's supposedly a thing you do. When you're just not getting there, start over, apparently. Let's dim this down a little bit. Maybe get some of the glare off of that. Hopefully that wasn't too bad for you guys for the whole time I was doing that. So we're going to go back in. We're going to try again. We're going to feel... Let's see if we can get all the way to the back first. Okay, we move that. Okay, so we're on pin 6 there. And... oh, we're way past it. Okay, you can actually see... the pick past everything there Okay, so we gotta bring that back. Not gonna get that feedback in a regular lock. Okay, so let's get the tension on the wrench. Oh, okay, that felt like the click everybody talks about on pin 7 there. So we're gonna come back just a touch. Oh, we've actually got everything. Okay, so getting pin 7 to set was really the big key here. We actually got everything lined up somewhat before that happened. So these are generally supposed to be pretty easy to pick, but as an overall lesson in what you're really trying to do, that's not too bad. I was able to figure that out. Like I said, this is my first time doing this, but it's the first time with good picks and a new lock, which apparently can be a big issue. So let's see if I can do that again. Get 7 to, it's tight, but it's not quite clicking on my pass-through on it. Let's see. You want to be able to do this by feel, and right now I'm still a little bit too dependent on what I can see. See, I'm past it there. I want to get on it. Let's reset, because I think I may have overplayed my hand there. Let's try to get 7 to get up there again. Just gotta get on the end of it. Okay, so that feels like 6 rolling past right there. And that's actually my biggest issue so far, is really being able to feel which pin. So we've got 1, and then you can feel it drop, because these are early and they move really easy. They're not hard to get under. 3, you can feel it drop. 4, you can feel it drop. See, 5 seems like it may have a shorter bottom pin, because you don't brush that one. See how these first 4, you brush right across them. And then 5, unless you come up a little bit, it doesn't move. So I think we're dealing with a situation where there are actually different size bottom pins. Let's get the tension, we reset everything, let's get the tension back on it. And that's 6 right there. We just passed it. I feel like we should be on 7 right here, but I'm not feeling it this time. I'm not getting the movement. Let's do a little reset and get back down there. That's where we should be. Okay, I think I'm on it. Let's move 6 back. I think we're close here. I think oh yeah, we're very close. Things are moving. I feel like getting 1 set now. No. Okay, that looks really good. I've got them all. I may have overset one. Let's go back to 7 and see if maybe we just didn't quite get it up there. Early pins still aren't setting, it looks like. Oh, 2 just clicked. 3 is good. 4 is right where it should be, looks like. 5 is good. 6 good. Maybe just be 1 at this point. How do you feel about going to where I want you, 1? Come on, pin number 1, where you at? No. Oh, I feel so close right here. Let's get back on 7 again. Hard push. Okay, we're gonna have to reset. Here we go. Oh, early luck is not necessarily an indicator of immediate future success, ladies and gentlemen. Give this one more shot here, since this was really just supposed to be a Mike tries to pick a lock for the first time video, not Mike picks locks incessantly for hours, which is what's going to happen after you're all gone. Because this is actually kind of fun. Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of a thing you can do, and I can definitely see that once you get used to the feel of these, because you can feel every pin drop. There's a great tactile sensation here. It's tough in the back there to feel like I'm on that particular pin though. And I don't want to adjust my grip. I like the feel that this gives me. So let's let everything reset again. Let's give it a little wiggle, tension it up. I may honestly, there are times where I'm close that I think, and I'm probably not giving it quite enough tension. So that's 6 there. We're in 7 territory. Come on, 7. Great movie. More of a pain in the butt for a cylinder lock pin. I was feeling pretty good after that initial. Oh. Okay, that was like 3 clicks at one time there. The earlier pins still aren't setting. When you get something right in the middle of this lock, you get it right big. Let's see something. Okay, so let's go in here with the key. And it's not that I suspect the lock is cheating. I just out of curiosity, I should probably face the key in the right way. It's probably part of it. Let's see what the key does as it goes in here. So it's basically going to level out all of those pins. And that leaves just enough clearance between the 2 pins that are actually there to let this rotate. So that's my goal, is to get that lined up exactly like it's supposed to be so that that little edge of metal can basically get in between the 2 pins and open up the lock. So I wanted to see there if rotating the lock made any difference with how the 7 pin was set, like maybe it was sticky or something, but it doesn't seem to have done anything. Okay, I can't pick a lock without a tension wrench, at least that's what I'm told. So let's get the tension wrench, stick it back in there, and give it one more go. All right, here we go. Let's, for the sake of testing and for everybody's, never mind, I can't go down any further anyway. That's as low as that backlight gets. Let's turn it just a touch. Maybe we'll get a little less glare off the transparency here. Okay, let's just get rid of it altogether. It doesn't, no, we kind of like it. All right, so here we go. One more shot. We're gonna go all the way back to 7 this time. See if we can get right on it. We're past it. I feel like I don't see it moving. It's almost like it doesn't even have a pin under it. I'm sure that's not the case. Well, I'm not sure of anything. I haven't looked in the middle of this thing yet. Past it, way past it. It should be right on it right there. That's pin 5. That's pin 6. Okay, we got to click out of 6 that time. Oh, we're good. We got them all set. Shikink. There we go. Okay. So 7's a little bit finicky. It doesn't quite necessarily feel like it's going to do something. And maybe that you need to get that one into the spot. It doesn't quite feel a click, and then it lets 6 click, sort of. And since we're where I think I might be, or at least might have a slight understanding of this lock, let's try one more time and see if we can get a quick pick with what we think we learned here. So we're going to go straight back to pin 7. We're going to move it up a touch, and then we're going to move back to pin 6. Okay, we feel a set there. And then we're going to come back towards the front. Bring everything up at the front. Oh, I feel so close there. Everything is right on, it seems like. Come on. I think I'm oversetting maybe 5 or 4, it looks like. I'm not 100% certain here. They all look so close to right on to me. Okay, one more quick shot. I know, I keep telling you guys I'm going to stop. I have a bit of an addictive personality, and this is challenging. Okay, so 7. We got tension on it. We got a little bit of movement. 6. 5 popped there, it felt like. 6. Oh, boom. Big pop from 6. Okay, that feels good. Come on back. Nothing? Really? Oh, I thought I had that. 3 was moving easily. 5. 6. And 7. Come on. Okay, well, we're gonna say that's a no-go for now. We got 2 successes, and really this is my first shot at lockpicking. Other than, like I said, a little bit of reading, basically quick description on how the pins work and the concepts behind single pin picking, and a little bit of time with a buddy's lock picks and some older locks that honestly didn't give me a whole lot of feel for what I was doing. So something I'll probably be continuing with. I really enjoyed that. That is definitely a thing I could try to get better at, and I will, me being me, I'll be competing against my own times like a madman. So hopefully you'll all join me again, and we'll work our way towards this guy, which I don't know where it ranks on the skill level world, but I'm going to try and pick it at some point. See you guys later.